Now, we said we didn't play Vulcans. We didn't say that we wouldn't play with oil. But I think it would be disingenuous, to be honest. His oil is, if you want to call it that, a defense oil. Also, he has been wasting a lot of missiles, but I have been wasting a lot of shields. Let's hit the amp core. I want levels on all of these arc lights. I'm not expecting him to go for oil, for fire now. So what I want to do here is really easy. I want to hit all of these upgrade buttons and throw down fortresses. Throw down an amp core on one of these. And this round at least, I want to stack the fortresses on this side here. We may get melted. That is a very good option, to be honest. So maybe what I do is I actually delay these forts a bit and put them in the middle of these arc lights in between. I don't have shields for this round, but once again, I'm not expecting this to be important here. I don't have a lot of anti-air. We'll see what happens here. So once again, a load of missiles. He really loves his missiles. This is potentially devastating. But at the same time, is it going to be? He's also buying out and everything, so it's not like he's not wasting his own money. We are not seeing any melters. That does make me happy, and we should be hopefully pushing through towards the middle. But we are not through quickly enough. These arc lights are now exposed. And again, we are breaking through on this side. Is it going to be enough? Oh, this saber is healing. We are probably not going to kill that. But I kind of consider healing saber a stopgap solution. EMP and elite on arc lights might be the way to go now. Oof. Scorpions, though. Also, overlords. I have to keep overlords in mind now. Overlords with Wasp Bomb could legitimately be devastating to me. I don't want to play overlords into his board. I want to rely a bit on... Barrier is so expensive. I want to rely a bit on this stuff. So let's maybe try this. We go hit this force of units and we just try hitting it hard. And then we just... Oh, I don't have elite here. I don't have EMP here. Let's hit EMP on these units. And throw some additional shields down. We definitely hit these temp upgrades. Now I'm expecting him to put those units maybe here. Let's hit an arc light level. Any unit that I would like to get rid of? Not necessarily, to be honest. I think maybe what I do now is I instead throw a missile out. Probably like in the middle of this, maybe. Just so that I can latch onto the opposing units more quickly. Unfortunately, we see these scorpions with double shot as well. But I expect the worm to just eat those. Or the fortress. So the EMP is starting to work, but the marksmen don't have range. That is a serious problem. We have a lot of surviving forces, though. It might be okay. I'm getting written on Discord. Somebody's writing me. I should probably say it correctly. This might be a fight of really big worm versus really big, really big, what's it called again? Saber. And it looks like the Saber's taking the win. That Saber is the bane of my existence right now. Oh, this is a good game. Good things happen when you don't go for Vulcans. Well, ER Phoenixes, as I said before, but I don't necessarily like that. Here already has the Scorpion, so I think it's time to sell those. We have a lot of Arclight power now. I think it's time to hit the range button here, so these stay out of opposing units' range. Apparently my cat wants to leave the room. Let's just put some chaff here, so that we don't get our fortresses wiped by a single melter. We do level those. And I think we just hit Elite, to be honest. And we of course hit all of these buttons. We mass recruit, and let's just throw another fortress down. Simply in order to protect our units here from stupid missiles. And then... I mean, these units are going to find their path. Let's just split some chaff artificially. And I'm going to let the cat out. Alright. Doggone, definitely not going down easily. But honestly, I'm in the fight for longer than I would have expected. Okay, the Mustangs are getting extra damage. This is scary now. It's going to significantly reduce the effectiveness of my own chaff here. I should also be putting some chaff in the very front here. The game is starting to lag significantly. The main question kinda is, can the marksmen shut off the sabers? And can the fortresses survive against against all of this firepower, basically? All of this firepower, I think, is the correct way to say it. Now, this saber is finally getting absolutely destroyed. But EMP Stormcrawlers are kinda hanging as the sort of Damocles over my head. Then again, this is not enough to finish. If a fort had stayed alive, or is it enough? It is! GG, well played. I did not expect to win, honestly. Dorgon is not a player that I hold in any small regard. He is a player that I hold in actually pretty high regard. I didn't expect we had enough damage left on the board to finish it. Oh, nice. Very nice. I managed to beat Dorgon. How great is that? Anyway, let's also turn it around and see if there is something you could have done to beat me. Probably not in one round, unless I find a really, really big vulnerability in my strategy here. I'm starting to think that maybe Wasps, even if only for one turn, could have been good. But I probably don't want to play Wasps because I could easily hit anti-air on these Arclights, and they would be starting to do some pretty good amount of damage to Wasps. Then again, they are also my chaff and Mustang clear. I really put a lot of work, a big workload on the shoulders of just these Arclights. But they have also risen up to the task, I think. All of the top damage units of this last round are Arclights. And that's with a good amount of fortresses and fortresses with items on the board. Alright, let's turn it around. Hang on, that is the... Oh no, it is the correct button. I first have to return to the main menu, and we'll see how much MMR I get. 22. Very good. And can also hit the next season progress. And yeah, let's not delay it any further. Let's hit up the replays. Thankfully, these are finally sorted. Praise the Lord, honestly. That was so much overdue. Alright. I'll admit it. This is a lot harder than I thought. I've tried several different avenues and none of them have worked any more significantly than what Dorgon has been doing already. Most have ended up being quite a bit worse. So... Rhino through the front? Can't see what Rhino text we have. We'd need at least Photon. I think the best way is either to go for Wasp or try the Rhino variant. And the Rhino variant is more fun. So let's try that one first. Let's sell the big saber here. Hit all of these buttons. And then we go recruit ourselves a little Rhino hit squad here. And we should remember to get the mobile beacon already. We do have Photon. We can't hit Whirlwind. in this configuration here. But I'm not entirely sure if we're even going to need it. This is a desperation move. Don't get me wrong by any stretch of the imagination. This is desperation. We probably want them to run in from further back. And then we want level here, and level here. And probably let's just put a level on this guy. And see if we can break through this side. Now they're gonna get hit, but there really is not much that can deal with their health pool. Okay, the Rhino is up to punching the fortress, and the fortress is a very high amount of firepower on this side. Let's see if the Rhinos can punch through the rest. I think they can. Should get the tower now. Yes. Alright. This is probably also not a sustainable way of doing things. But at the very least, it is a move. A move that works, which I have been severely lacking. In all fairness, we might still lose this, but I think we can, yeah, we can hit the tower before this fortress kills our tower. And that will steamroll the rest of the board. If nothing else, that was fun. This Rhino back up to full health, yeah. And this would have been almost game over, honestly. Yeah, I think this would have been a playable position here. This would have been an absolutely playable position. And next time I'm confronted with the problem of the Rhinos. But I also have to still think about a potential, because I don't know what tax he has on Wasps. He does not, but he could have had ground specialization on Wasps, and that would have shredded my army. In all fairness, ground specialization Wasps could have been terrifying. So next round I would have to counter both Rhino and potentially Wasps, and I'm not sure there's any unit that decently well does it. Probably just Wasps of your own. But then I'm building Wasps into Mustangs. Yeah, I think these Rhinos are a correct move. They are probably not the best correct move, but they are a correct move. And they evidently work and put me basically on death's door. What? Alright. That is a solution I can absolutely live with. So, thanks everybody for watching and listening. And I hope to see you next time again.